Okay, so we're looking at a default document, and I already selected the page layout tool. What I want to do is change the system margins. So I go to the page layout menu and I scroll down to Systems, Edit Margins. At the beginning of each system, you find a rectangular selection box. If I select, for example, the first system, the Edit System Margins dialog box shows me the values for this system. These are the system margins as they are set by default. Now, I just want to explain to you that under the Finale menu, you find something called measurement units. And I prefer to work with EVPUS because it really allows me to fine-tune everything much easier. Okay, so the first thing I want to do is get rid of this space. Finale's default document always puts a little space there so we can fit the full staff names on the page in a score. In this case, we don't want this because we have only one staff without a staff name. Let's select the first system by clicking on its selection handle. To align the first margin of the first system with the other systems, we need to enter 0 in the left value box. Click Apply, and the left margin of the first system will line up with the other systems perfectly. Let's say I wanted to respace the distance between the staff systems. I could do this by changing some values in the Edit System Margins box. But there are better ways to do this. For example, the Space Systems Evenly feature. Switch to the Page Layout tool and select Space Systems Evenly from the Page Layout menu. This dialog box is pretty self-explanatory. Here you can set a page range and tell Finale how many systems you wanted to distribute per page. In this example, I will tell Finale to only work on page 1, and I wanted to place 6 systems on the first page. Once I click OK, Finale will spread out the 6 systems to fill the entire page. Sometimes you just want to move one or a few systems, and you're not concerned with preserving the exact same space between each system. Here's how you can do this. With the Page Layout tool selected, click on a system and move it up or down. There's yet another way how we can change the distance between systems, and that is actually with the Staff tool. So I'm going to switch to the Staff tool, and if I select everything and I grab, for example, the second system's handle and I move it down, you see, it increases the distance between each system equally. If I grab only one handle, it lets me adjust the space above the system. One more thing. If we're working in a score with several staves, you can change the distance between each staff within the staff system as well. This is done with the Staff tool. To respace the staves in all systems proportionally, select Respace Staves from the Staff menu. Here you can enter a percentage for how much you want to increase or decrease the space above each selected staff. We can also manually adjust the distance for an individual staff or several selected staves within a system or for a system range. In this example, I want to move the baritone only in system 1 up a little bit. So I grab the handle and move it up. Now, if I do it that way, all the staves below the staff will move with it. To avoid that, I hold the Option key. Now, when I move it, only this staff in the first system will move. If I wanted to move the baritone in all systems, I need to click to the left of the staff to select the entire staff in all systems and move it. Now, watch the lower system here as I move the upper one. You will see they both move together. Also, if there were some on page 2 or 3, they would move as well.